Hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and this is Richard. So today I want to kind of talk about a generalization of my daily training. And I say general because that's what it is. It's just very, very general and basic. And it doesn't always follow this routine. I don't always necessarily stick to a set schedule or routine. Part of my training is not staying to a set schedule or a routine. But in general, I will break down in a very basic way how I like to run my training. And although it doesn't necessarily fit this on a regular basis, here we go. So anyway, it's separated into two categories. We have Zenshin, which is my physical martial art combat aspects, and then you got Shizen, which is the outdoors adventure, outdoor survival stuff. So breaking those down into four categories, I will discuss generally. And although the topic of stretching and exercising and things to that, mainly stretching, all right, what I say and what I do are generally two different things at this point in my life. I'm not going to say don't, but if you live your life daily in such a manner, stretching is basically something you do all the time anyway, just as a regular motion during your day. But I'll say this: warm up with warm-up stretches and exercises, and cool down with cool-down stretches and exercises. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. I don't do it, and that's just honest. I used to, when I was younger, I would stretch, stretch out, get, the whole stretching and the exercising and all that before I do something, and then after training we would cool down with stretches and exercises. The exercising is great to do if you want to build up a sweat or if you want to build conditioning and things of that nature. So I say do it. Stretching, again, get your muscles and everything limber and ready to go. Do it, fine. I ask you this though: if you look at nature, look at any animal. I like to use the lion as an example. Look at any animal. Do they stretch before they do something? And do they stretch after they're done it? No, they don't. When a lion decides it's going to go get a gazelle, do you see it warming up and stretching beforehand? No, you don't. After it's eaten, do you see it stretching and cooling down? No, you see it sleeping. I have the nature attitude, the lion attitude about it. If your body is prepared at all times, then you don't need to get prepared. That's all I got to say about that. Well, it's not all I got to say about it, but I think I'll shut up about it at this point. So all right, so the Zenshin aspects. I break these down into four categories, and just so happens that each one does have a four-category situation in my viewpoint. So with the Zenshin, you have four ranges of attack. You have your punching. Well, if you want to go from longest to shortest, you have your kicking range, which is the longest range you can get and still be in physical contact. Yes, there's a range outside of contact, but I ain't worrying about that because it doesn't involve me, right? If you're outside of contact with me and you're not able to hit me, then I don't need to hit you. So no need to worry about that range. So the closest range of actual contact is kicking range. So you have your kicking range, then you have your punching range, then you have your trapping range, then you have your grappling range. All right, trapping range is very close in fighting with elbows, knees, locks, throws, things to that nature. And your grappling range is ground fighting, on the ground, rolling around, and that sort of thing. All right, so you have your kicking, punching, trapping, and grappling. 4 different ranges of attack. Now, on the other side of that, your Shizen, your outdoors survival stuff, you have 4 basic concepts there. You have shelter. Number 1, shelter. Number 2 is fire. Number 3 is water. And number 4 is food. That's it. There's your 4 right there. If you accomplish those 4 and well, you'll survive. All right? Everything else is a bonus. Shelter, fire, water, food. There you go. Now, you have your 5 basic C's, you know, your 5 C's. You have, and these are in no particular order. You can arrange these in any order that you really want, but you need a container, you need some combustion, you need some cordage, you need a cutting tool, and you need cover. All right, so if you cover up those 5 right there, that's everything. That's survival. That's living right there. So what I do is every day I try to deal with those aspects in one way or another. Now, right now, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are the days I'm up at the dojo. So those are the days that I teach things to other people, but I train myself on a daily basis out here in the woods or in the yard or no matter where I'm at. Just walking down the street, I practice footwork. So I train every day. Even if it doesn't look like I'm doing something, I'm training every single day. I maintain my body to the point where I don't necessarily need to stretch. I don't need to warm up or cool down because I'm always warmed up and I'm always cooled down. So, but Wednesdays I work on all the aspects, all 4 ranges together. I combine all 4 ranges together in a class, and EGADs, the eclectic aspects of the ground and all that. But it's all 4 ranges combined together and train that together. Now Fridays and Saturdays is right now is just trapping when I teach it. It's my Aikido class. But you can break this down in 2 days. You know, you can start with Monday, you can start with Sunday, you can start with any day you want. It doesn't really matter. And you can arrange these any way you want. So don't take this as being some sort of gospel, because it's not. But let's just use it as an example. We'll start with Monday. So Monday, you work I like to work my hands. So Monday I work my hands, my punching, and aspects that deal with that. As well, I work with shelters. Tuesdays, I work with my feet, my kicking, and that sort of aspects, and I work with fire. Wednesdays, trapping, although like I said, when I'm at class, it's all in. So Wednesdays would be trapping, and I deal with water aspects. And then Thursdays, we have ground or grappling, and I deal with my food aspects of the Shizen. So I break those down. Now, on Fridays and Saturdays, so Fridays, I combine everything as a training exercise, just kind of relaxed training on Friday. Saturday, I combine everything, but I put it in practice as if I was living in that aspect of it. So that's how you can break down your weekly training, is just pick one aspect every day from either group and just train that aspect. Now, again, every day, warm-ups, cool-downs, and I go for walks or runs. every day, and it can be anything. It can be any distance. It doesn't really matter. Just get out there and do it. But you can start with a mile walk. You know, go a half mile down the road, come back a half mile. You got a mile right there. Once you get comfortable with that and it becomes too easy for you, just expand it. So that's my daily routine. And as I said, I don't necessarily stick to that particular combination all the time. But I would like to, if I ever do get my own building again, where it's just me, or where I'm in charge of the entire building, if I do that again, I will, on a daily, I will have a routine, a schedule, Monday or Sunday, however you want to start the week, all through, and I'll have aspects every day, Sunday through Sunday. I will work my kicking, my punching, my trappling, my grappling. Also work shelters, fire, water, food, and I will work the 5 C's, as well as aspects that expand past that. Always add more to everything. So again, that's my daily life. That's my routine. Even if you spend 5 minutes a day, I have the luxury and the benefit of being able to spend, for the most part, not always, but for the most part, my entire day doing this. This is what I do all the time. I live this life. But most people can't do that. Most people don't have the time to be able to do that. Just take 5 minutes out of your day. 5 minutes out of your day. That's 35 minutes a week. If you want to take one day off as rest, it's a half hour a week. If you can't do a half hour a week, you need to reorganize your schedule and figure out how you can pull 5 minutes a day out to do something like this. Now, I will say, personally, I don't think 5 minutes a day is enough, and I don't think you will really progress. But it's better than nothing.